Join us for the McAllen Holiday Parade, presented by La Plaza Mall. It's the largest illuminated parade in Texas. Remarkable floats, animated marching bands, and enormous helium balloons. It's a season of magic. McAllen streets are lined up with thousands of spectators. With a parade of stars. Movie and television actor Isai Morales as Grand Marshal. As seen in Austin and Alley, teen star Laura Morano. Mexican telenovela superstar Univision's David Cepeda. International radio personality Violín. Mexican actress and singer Ana Brenda Gonteras. Telemundo television host and journalist Jorge Bernal. As seen on Kicking It, the one and only Olivia Holt. And talk show personality Guillermo, as seen on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Join us now for the International Award-winning 2015 McAllen Holiday Parade.
Good evening and welcome to the second annual McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. Thousands, and we do mean thousands, just enjoyed the Enrique Iglesias concert, and oh my goodness, honestly, best concert that we have ever seen. He was so interactive, and we're talking about the entire state of Texas, the Valley, the northern region of Mexico. They were all here to see Enrique Iglesias. I'm Roxanne Lerma, part of your host tonight.
And I'm Roy Cantu, and we will be your hosts for tonight's big, exciting parade. There is an amazing lineup of giant helium balloons, celebrities, appearances, beautiful floats, and illuminated marching bands getting ready to make their way into McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. The total number of parade entries has increased by 20%, and here comes the parade, Roxanne.
That's right, we kicked it off with the McAllen Police Honor Guard, and now we also see that tonight's sponsor, actually our presenting sponsor, is La Plaza Mall, the best place in South Texas in the entire state to get all of those perfect gifts you have on your Christmas wish list. Next up, we have our big Santa Claus from DHR.
Yes, we talked to him. We talked to the big man himself a little earlier, and Santa says he's so excited about taking selfies with all the children after the parade. It's a great opportunity for all those kids who want to tell St. Nick what's on their Christmas list as the big day arrives.
That's right, and that first balloon right there, sponsored by Doctors Hospital at Renaissance Health System, measuring a full 25 feet in height. Santa looks like he's more than ready to hit the skies for his annual trip around the globe. And we've just been told that Santa was given a clean bill of health at Doctors Hospital at Renaissance Health System. His big sponsor for tonight, he is cleared, Roy, to fly on Christmas Eve. That is the difference between practicing medicine and leading medicine. That is the Renaissance difference. 40 feet tall and about 20 handlers to keep Big Santa under control.
Right. Look there, Roxanne. That's the
That's our Grand Marshal right there.
Isai Morales. Here comes the Grand Marshal of tonight's McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. The one and only Isai Morales is aboard that beautiful float. It's a carriage. Morales played Bob in the 1987 movie La Bamba.
Yeah, everybody knows who Bob is. His film credits also include Bad Boys and Spare Parts. Oh, there he is. I think he just yelled Richie. Morales also had stints on Criminal Minds and Miami Vice.
Next up, something we have plenty of tonight's stars.
And here comes our McAllen High School Battling Bulldog Marching Band. The Mac High Band has a very rich history of success on the marching field and the concert stage. At 242 official members, the band is the largest it has been in 10 years. Most of the Mac High Band members are involved in other campus activities, including athletics, UIL, and other fine arts programs. In fact, we're told that last year both the valedictorian and the salutatorian actually came from this very band right here. So we've got some very talented Mac High Bulldogs.
Happy holiday!
The band has 12 consecutive years of UIL sweepstakes. Following close behind them are the McAllen Steppers.
Reserve Guard was a ceremonial unit starting off the parade composed of volunteer officers who conduct funeral honors for fallen officers.
There's our beautiful drum line. You can't really have a parade, Roy, without having an awesome drum line.
That's true, Roxanne. Coming up next is our McAllen mayor, Jim Darling, joined by his beautiful wife, Sandra, on this Christmas Under the Sea float.
Also on board, their friends Irma, Sheila, and of course, little Allie, who just finished enjoying the Enrique Iglesias concert.
What an awesome float with bubbles and all.
Here comes our wonderful McAllen Mayor Jim Darling.
There's our favorite fish behind Mayor Darling and Miss Sandra.
And his good friend the turtle.
This sea float is 33 feet long and 13 feet wide.
If that was real water on the base of the boat, that would be about 33 tons of water alone. Underneath the fish is a 1970 El Camino.
Underneath that fish is a 1970 El Camino, so I guess our driver probably needed his underwater diver certification to ride the mayor around. Roy, Ana Brenda Contreras, our telenovela star, is also on board with the mayor there. I guess she hopped on board that one.
That's an awesome float, and I'm sure the mayor's happy to welcome her to McAllen.
That is right. She's also an internationally known singer, super popular. She was just so popular on our Twitter. Anytime we were tweeting towards Ana Brenda Contreras, her fan base just came out crazy style. There's a great shot of Ana Brenda Contreras, sometimes credited simply as Ana Brenda. She is a Mexican actress and singer. Growing up between Rio Bravo, Tamaulipas, Ana Brenda Contreras moved to Mexico City at the tender age of 15 to participate in the reality show Pop Stars. She became a finalist there, and then her career just took off. She has appeared in the telenovelas Barrera de Amor, produced by Ernesto Alonso. In 2006, Ana Brenda participated in a production of Grease as well.
And looks like the mayor and his wife are enjoying the parade as
See
it
the little
kicks off.
bubbles?
I know.
Here comes Dino Land.
And that would be Mayor Pro Tem Commissioner Hilda Escochea Salinas with, of course, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Guillermo.
Guillermo Rodriguez, our talk show personality. Talk show personality Guillermo rose to fame while working as a parking lot security guard on Jimmy Kimmel Live. He is Kimmel's favorite sidekick, basically.
He always interjects a lot of humor into the show.
He does. We've seen him at the Oscars. We've seen Guillermo, the NBA Finals. He's always trying to get that one interview with LeBron James, and it just never happens.
And also riding with the commissioner, we have Delilah Salinas and Juan Manuel Garcia, who are also riding this float.
Yeah, they're making friends with Guillermo and our Mayor Pro Tem, Hilda Escochea Salinas. Now, take a good look at that amazing dinosaur. The towering beast roamed the earth long before we did, Roy. And each dinosaur was hand-painted by our very own City of McAllen workers to bring this float to life. Earlier in our pre-show, we met one of them, Ilea O'Donnell. She was working at the Las Palmas Community Center, and they found out she had an art degree, and then all of a sudden she was hand-painting our T-Rex here.
Our next entry is the T-Rex balloon in search of a little fun. The great folks at Farm Family Pharmacy are the
There is Guillermo Rodriguez, as seen on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
There's the commissioner and Guillermo.
60-foot.
It has been such an amazing night so far. Earlier, Roy, as we were getting ready for the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall, we saw literally the most phenomenal concert.
Enrique Iglesias was incredible.
Yeah, he actually went out there and saw the crowd.
So we're going to take you right now to a little break as
And
we
we
get
will
all
be right
bubbled
back.
up right now.
That's right, we'll be right back.
Esta es la Nochebuena de los Rivera. Tío Paco le regala a todos.
Sí, y todo es de H&B.
Y los traviesos de la familia. ¡Digan hola!
¡Ese es mío, tía!
Tía Rosa prepara los mejores buñuelos.
Mi secreto, puro cariño.
De la noche buena al Día de Reyes, H&B tiene todo lo que necesitas a precios bajos. H&B, así celebramos.
Grandes noticias. La nueva red LTE Plus de Sprint es más rápida que la de Verizon y AT&T, basado en datos de la principal autoridad del mundo en medición independiente. Para celebrarlo, cortaremos precios a la mitad. Cámbiate a Sprint y ahorra 50% en tarifas de Verizon, AT&T o T-Mobile. Es la mejor oferta en la historia de la telefonía móvil.
¿También Verizon?
50% menos.
¿Y AT&T?
50% menos.
Pero no T-Mobile.
También 50% menos. Además, pagaremos tus costos por cambiarte de hasta $650 por línea. Cámbiate a Sprint hoy.
All of McAllen ISD's high schools are nationally recognized. Achieve Early College High has won a Blue Ribbon Award, one of just 6 high schools in the state to earn this from the U.S. Department of Education. In the best high schools listing, Lamar Academy is ranked 9th in the USA. Achieve earned a bronze. 4 of our schools are among America's most challenging. Our students work hard to make it happen. Expert staff guides the way. In McAllen ISD, students can earn college credit hours, professional certificates and licenses, even a college associate's degree. Come join us.
And welcome back to the McAllen Cable Network. I am Roxanne Lerma, and this is Mr. Roy Cantu, and we finally kicked off our McAllen Holiday Parade presented by the Plaza Mall. It is, you know, the largest illuminated parade in the state of Texas, Roy.
Of course, and of course we just got bubbled up by this the bear
Yeah,
float.
our Finding Nemo float, our Mayor Jim Darling, his beautiful wife Sandra, and they're joined by Ana Brenda Contreras.
Oh,
and
look
here
at
we
this
have a
balloon.
T-Rex balloon, sponsored by Far Family Pharmacy.
But we recommend you steer clear of this huge dinosaur if you know what's good for you. The great folks at Far Family Pharmacy are the proud sponsors of this amazing balloon. They're also the group keeping this 60-foot T-Rex under control. It's phenomenal.
It took quite a bit of training to get the balloon handlers ready, and they still have to go all the way down Bicentennial because remember, Roy, our parade route changed this year.
And of course, the parade, we couldn't have done it without the community support. There's 400 volunteers helping them guide these balloons down.
Just for the balloons, we have 400 volunteers, so we cannot do it without the help of our amazing Rio Grande Valley community. There's Olivia Holt, Roy, with our Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioner Aida Ramirez. They're aboard the awesome and creepy Christmas Nightmare float.
But
that girl right there on board, living the American dream.
Miss Olivia Holt. Holt is seen in Disney's Kickin' It, got her breakout role making Kim Crawford a gutsy martial artist. Commissioner Ramirez is also joined by Judge Fred Garza and her twins Karina and Alejandro.
She's got her Twinkies on board. Look at that skeleton character that's right there behind Olivia Holt and our Mayor Pro Tem, 9 feet tall, just amazing.
The incredible float was made by the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department Aquatics Division. What an excellent job they did.
Yes, we actually interviewed Tony Castillo, one of the pool managers. He went from pool manager to float maker. And again, hand painted and created by the entire Aquatics Division of our Parks and Recreation Department. So just amazing City of McAllen employees.
The crowds are going crazy for Olivia.
Here we have some festive Christmas gifts boxes, actually, to keep us in this spirit of giving mood. I want a gift that size, Roy.
That's a big box.
I think that there's probably something really, really nice in it, and I'm okay if you give me a gift that's that big.
Roxanne, one of those, what could we put in there? Here comes Commissioner Richard Cortez from District 1, accompanied by his grandkids, Kaylani, Pace, Delphine, Troy.
Mangle shots, Danny and Lucas Cortez, Mariana and Valeria Camel, and Alan Cortez. And Commissioner Cortez is aboard the Fred and Frank's float, so you can take a look back at the Stone Age there. There comes a wild 50-foot Muppet. He's taken a break from banging on the drums to search the parade route for a snack. Now, If there's one thing that Mr. Animal never leaves home without, it is his enormous appetite, Roy.
I saw him last year, and he was that size, and yeah, it's phenomenal when you see it up close and personal. It would take tons of food to fill this inflatable rock star, who has more than 6,000 cubic feet of helium already inside him, Roxanne.
Yeah, and so he's a little tough to understand at times. You know, he is Animal. But it's loud and clear that Animal and his sponsor, Our Communications, want to wish everyone the happiest of holidays.
He may swing by to say hi right now as he makes the turn here at the stadium, Roxanne.
As long as he doesn't, you know, bang on those drums of his and he doesn't eat us for a snack, then we're going to be okay.
The McAllen Holiday Parade presented by the Plaza Mall has been incredible so far. We still have a lot more to go.
Right.
And we're still coming off of the Enrique Iglesias concert.
Yeah, it was like a high, and now we're riding another high. We want you to share all of your experiences here in the city of McAllen with us, so definitely tweet us, Facebook us, and hashtag MHP2015 and Navidad in McAllen.
Yeah, those are hashtags, and we will share your pictures with the entire community. We plan to continue to follow this entire event on our social media, but for the city of McAllen, explore McAllen, and of course the McAllen Holiday Parade.
Right, and then right after this parade, don't think that you know, it's going to end. We have a lot more for you, so stay with us.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Back now, and here comes everyone's favorite cartoon classic, and there comes our commish.
District 2 Commissioner Trey Pebley, along with his wife Kathleen and their children Harris and Gavin, are riding on this super cool float. Sophia Baldry is also joining them on this illuminated ride. Thanks for joining us, Pebley family.
And this is all the crowd that is still here to watch our McAllen Holiday Parade. They're the Angry Birds marching their way through our parade route. The floating Angry Birds are brought to you by the great folks at Univision Radio, KGVT 98.5, and they want to wish all of their listeners a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. So I think we better follow those marching orders, or you're going to have some of those big blue Angry Birds coming after you.
They're real popular with the kids. I was watching this friend of mine, the grandmother had some pictures of their grandkids. They were smushing them and taking pictures of them.
Yeah, it's everybody's favorite game, right, on their cell phones?
Yeah.
You probably are not going to look at that guy. I know you don't recognize him, but now joining us is District 5 Commissioner John Ingram and his wife Debbie, who are riding this unique, amazing Fright Night float.
And of course, he dressed up.
Yeah, you might not recognize him in that little Beetlejuice getup, but that is Commissioner Ingram going all out for our McAllen Holiday Parade presented by El Plaza Mall.
And he's riding on his float. He has a special guest, Ana Brenda Contreras.
I think she actually hopped on over to Mayor Darling's float, and so we decided to leave Commissioner Ingram and Beetlejuice as our superstar. Right. The Ingrams are joined by Morgan and Abby Talbot. That float kind of gives you the shivers, I think. There's our crowd here in the city of McAllen, all enjoying this awesome holiday parade, the largest illuminated parade in the state of Texas. Can't believe that's Commissioner Ingram.
He's having a lot of fun.
The kiddos are going to love that on the route. We still have thousands and thousands of people down Bicentennial.
The holidays. These 15-foot balloon ornaments are shared with us thanks to Intravision Univision 48.
We thank you so much for staying with the McAllen Cable Network. It has been months of preparation and planning and hundreds of employees that have worked for this night, and it's finally here, right?
I know, and there's thousands lined up all along Bicentennial Boulevard, ready to see the entire parade. And you can hear the cheers from the children.
Yeah.
'Cause that's who I can hear. And then the parents, of course, it's just snapping pictures away left and right. So we see like lightning, but it's really just the camera.
Yeah,
phones.
it's just all the photos that are being taken. You know, here in McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium, obviously we're getting a front row to the parade, but down the route, you really get to appreciate all of the lights on more than 50 illuminated floats this year. There come our ornament balloons.
Now entering City Commissioner.
Christmas just wouldn't be the same without our beautiful ornaments lighting up the holidays. These 15-foot balloon ornaments are shared with us thanks to Intravision Univision 48.
David Cepeda.
And coming up next, Roxanne, is Commissioner Veronica Whitaker and her husband Michael. Let's face it, every woman is jealous of Commish tonight because she has David Cepeda as her parade partner.
Yeah, and there he is. Cepeda is a telenovela superstar, and he also has some big film roles under his belt. Welcome, David Cepeda. Check out their float. That's one odd snail right there.
David Cepeda wants to take off the shirt.
He went to go visit some kiddos earlier today at Doctor's Hospital at Renaissance Health System. Just barely got off the plane and went straight to DHR to go visit patients. So just an amazing experience for them today.
This float would normally have a top speed of 0.5 miles per hour, but seeing how this is a supercharged snail, they're flying past us at just under 5 miles per hour.
That snail, 9 feet long and 11 feet high, and it's a happy snail because it's next to David Cepeda.
It has a wood frame structure covered with multiple layers, and there's David cheering on the crowd of styrofoam, plus lots of glue, newspaper, and paint to make the character come to life.
And there is our McAllen Memorial High School Band.
The band has almost 300 members. Under the direction of Mr. Angel Martinez.
Welcome to the Mighty Mustang Band. The Mustang Band is celebrating its 36th year of excellence. The band has almost 300 members and has 14 consecutive sweepstakes awards at the regional marching contest. The Memorial Band is under the direction of Mr. Angel Martinez, and I'm sure he's proud to say that his band has scored consistent First Division awards at the UIL concert contest.
Let's listen. Our Commissioner Whitaker is having a field day back there. I know they're not on the screen right now. We're enjoying our Mustang band, but wow. Folks are just going crazy for them.
No, it's actually for the Mustang Band. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they're not David Cepeda.
Are several elected officials and their families.
There come our federal, state, and local leaders. That is the fabulous riverboat float. Several elected officials and their families are on board. That float designed by world-renowned float designer Kern Studios of New Orleans.
They are famous for the elaborate and uniquely designed floats featured in the various parades held during Mardi Gras. Our lawmakers today include Senator Eddie Lucio, Representatives Terry Canales and Oscar Longoria, and Hidalgo County Commissioner A.C. Cuellar, along with their families.
Plus Hidalgo County Judge Ramon Garcia and several Upper Valley mayors. Mayor Rigo Lopez of Peñitas, Mayor Martin Cepeda of Hidalgo, Mayor Yvette Cabrera of Granjeno, San Juan Mayor San Juanita Sanchez, Donna Mayor Irene Munoz, Palmview Mayor Jerry Perez, and the Mayor of Roma Roberto Salinas.
And And we also have Representative Sergio Munoz and his wife and his 2 kids, and former Congressman Kika de la Garza and his wife on board, as well as Consul to Mexico Guillermo Ordorica and 2 of his family members.
Plus Consul to Guatemala, Alan Perez, El Salvador Consul, Ena Peña, Honduras Consul, Ana Bulnes, and the Mayor of Reynosa, Jose Elias Leal. That is a big bunch, Roy.
Thanks for joining us. So how is your Christmas shop going? The countdown is on. Remember, La Plaza Mall has something for everyone on your shopping list.
You can probably hear the craziness in the background. We're going to say it's for our federal, state, and local leaders, but it might have something to do with David Cepeda, who's making the turn over there at the stadium.
Again, let's give it to our state.
It's our lawmakers, for sure.
For sure.
Dale gas, Roy.
Dale gas. Janet Backer joined us earlier today. Wow, look at this amazing superhero making his way through McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. He's brought to you this evening by the Superpowers at the Bert Ogden dealerships.
That's right, and Janet said that they donated like 45 vehicles to pull all of the floats tonight.
The American Superhero Float features a 2016 Z0, 6 Corvettes sitting on a 4-foot ramp overlooked by a great American hero.
Oh my God, look at them, they're at a tilt.
We want to acknowledge
Hulk. There's the Hulk.
We want to acknowledge the Bert Ogden dealerships, who are such a great partners for the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall.
Again, all of the vehicles used in tonight's McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall actually donated by Bert Ogden dealerships. So
I love
thank
Janet
you.
because she said she saw her float and said it needs more lights. More is more.
More is more, and that's okay. Yeah, she said she went out to the warehouse. She saw it. She was amazed because our City of McAllen employees are just wonderful at creating these things. But she said, you know what? I want a little bit more lights. And what Janet wants, Janet gets.
Beautiful orca whale balloon brought to you by Kraft Heinz.
She is so beautiful in person, and her personality, wow, just amazing.
Make sure that he's under control.
There's our orca whale balloon sponsored by Kraft Heinz. More thank yous in order to them for providing this beautiful balloon tonight. Kraft Heinz is the 3rd largest food and beverage company in North America and the 5th largest food and beverage company in the world with 1 billion plus brands. 1 billion. Yeah, we said a billion. This new balloon is a giant replica of the killer whales you see on TV. That orca is 45 feet long, but not to worry, folks. He's under control. The 20 handlers below him will make sure that he is under control on the entire parade route tonight.
Coming up next, of course, is Nicky Rowe High School Band and Tiaras.
That's right, who can miss their dynamic tunes? They're going to be playing some holiday tunes all night for us.
The full band consists of the marching band, 3 concert bands, and 2 jazz bands. The band is composed of over 200 members during marching season.
And joining the band tonight, they have their amazing cheerleaders and also their drill team, which is the Tiaras. I love that name. I would be okay to be a tiara. Like if you're going to be on a dance team, that's a cool name to have. Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
And the award-winning tiara dance team.
Of course, their fight song. All of our bands that joined us tonight, Roy, more than 15 of them this year, illuminated. Their instruments, their outfits, everything. Our next entry is sponsored by Univision Radio KGBT 98.5 and is another creation fashioned by the City of McAllen employees.
Aren't they talented, Roxanne?
That work of art sports a 6-foot gift box with handcrafted ornaments and over 200 feet of LED rope lights.
Just so the public knows, we want to give our crews kudos because literally hundreds of City of McAllen staff members have been working countless hours on most of these floats you're seeing in the parade tonight.
And here comes El Periódico USA's entry.
Flying by now, we have a few of these kooky guys we've seen on every cell phone.
That only took a couple of handlers. I guess that little angry bird right there was not so angry after all tonight. He's happy to be joining us for the parade.
Here comes this beautiful float. Coming up next is sponsored by Sprint, this Lego-inspired float. They used their cell phones to call in the best decorators for the construction of this unique float. Heavily decorated in primary colors, this towering float is powered by 1971 El Camino with the design rising some 14 feet above the ground. It's pretty impressive sight for the families along the parade route.
And you know who that is right there, our sister Norma Pimentel. This one is sponsored by Kraft Heinz, a beautifully created float. It depicts Noah's Ark and the celebration of life on our amazing planet. And again, speaking of amazing, we have our very own Sister Norma Pimentel of the RGV Catholic Charities on board there. And Roy, folks actually referred to Sister Norma as our very own Mother Teresa. We know all the work that she's done, and we had the Pope via satellite.
Here at Catholic Charities, she does a phenomenal job. And let me talk a little bit about the float. The giraffe featured on this incredible float measures a full 8 feet. Kraft Heinz is a globally trusted producer of delicious foods. The Kraft Heinz company's iconic brands include Capri Sun, Jell-O, Lunchables, Maxwell House, Weight Watchers, Smart Ones, and Velveeta.
Yep.
They also allowed thousands of people to come and listen to Enrique Iglesias earlier with some vouchers.
That's right. Folks just had to purchase 3 of 5 products, which included like Capri Suns and Velveeta. And then you got the ticket that money cannot buy. You actually got to be right in front of Enrique Iglesias. And if you were here for the concert, I mean, when we say up close and personal, he jumped down. He was with the crowd. He actually ran up into our bleachers. It was just amazing.
It's been a great night, Roxanne. And there go the Angry Birds.
Those coming to us from Revista Expresión. And joining us now, the Borderfest RGV Parade Float.
This self-propelled entry is powered by a 1984 Cadillac Eldorado. The float commemorates the international bridge that links 2 nations.
First built in 1926 and damaged by floods in 1933, that bridge actually collapsed after cable anchors failed on the U.S. side, and then a new bridge was built the following year and purchased by none other than the City of McAllen in 1960.
The McAllen-Hidalgo-Reynosa Bridge is operated jointly by each city.
I wish that folks at home could see the view that we have. Oh, look at the kiddos. Look at the riverboat float going down Bicentennial and the parade road. Like, just amazing.
That's incredible. The crowd here is loving the parade.
And we'd like to thank you for staying with the McAllen Cable Network as we continue our coverage of the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. It is our 2nd annual, so we are going bigger and better than we did last year.
And of course, we couldn't have done it with all the community sponsors. And so right now, we'd like to thank some of those sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hi, Prince Royce. This holiday season, all I want to do is give my family lots of presents since they deserve it all. Relax, Bear, it's easy. Switch over to Sprint and save 50% on most AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile rates, so you can give more presents to the ones you love.
All of McAllen ISD's high schools are nationally recognized. Achieve Early College High has won a Blue Ribbon Award, one of just 6 high schools in the state to earn this from the U.S. Department of Education. In the Best High Schools listing, Lamar Academy is ranked 9th in the USA. Achieve earned a bronze. 4 of our schools are among America's most challenging. Our students work hard to make it happen. Expert staff guides the way. In McAllen ISD, students can earn college credit hours, professional certificates and licenses, even a college associate's degree. Come join us.
Merry Texas Christmas, you all. Merry Texas Christmas, you all. May your days be sunny and bright. May your hearts be happy and light. Merry Texas Christmas, you all. Merry Texas Christmas, you all.
Christmas has always been bigger in Texas, and no store is a bigger part of Christmas in Texas than H-E-B.
And thanks so much for staying with us, and look who's coming up next. It is the famous H-E Buddy making his inaugural trip into the McAllen Holiday Parade.
H-E-B had this balloon created just for our illuminated parade. The friendly mascot was created in 2000 and has made countless of appearances delighting children across Texas.
Of course, Roy, we want to thank H-E-B for their unwavering support, and we look forward to having H-E Buddy back for many more parades in the future. Coming up next, our Mrs. Claus float, also sponsored by our friends at H-E-B. This lady means business, and so does the celebrity on board, Miss Laura Morano, as seen in Disney's Austin and Ally. Now, we all know who Mrs. Claus's famous husband is, but did you know that she's actually responsible for full-time maintenance and operations at Santa's workshop?
She's a force to be reckoned with, and so is Laura Morano, who is a multi-talented star and role model for teens everywhere. Thank you, Mrs. Claus and Laura, and thank you again to H-E-B for sponsoring this unforgettable float.
And now coming up, something we don't see all that often in South Texas. Yep, it's a snowman. This snowman is a Texas-sized version standing 25 feet high, Roy.
It's probably best that it's a cool night out there. We don't need our awesome snowman melting along the route. Thank you to Carollo Engineers for bringing us a little bit of white Christmas. And of course, coming up next, we saw a big snowman out there sponsored by Carollo Engineers.
And now we have our McAllen High School musical. That float was designed and created by the students from McAllen High School, and this year the theme for the purple and gold is McAllen High School Musical, kind of like a high school musical, you know? On the float are 6 students who want you to believe that they're diligently working on homework when actually all they want to do is sing and dance. And there we go. Sing and dance is exactly what this ensemble is going to do.
Tonight's performance is just a warm-up for what you can expect to see at the McHigh Annual Musical, which will be held December 10th and 11th. The group will be performing the Tony Award-winning musical, You're in Town.
So let's sit back, maybe. If you have some hot chocolate, sip it and listen to some great sounds.
This is my favorite. I was waiting for the shark balloon.
I wonder why it's your favorite. You and my son Blake love sharks.
It's my favorite movie of all time, Jaws. This giant shark measures a full 35 feet in length, but we don't have to worry about that parade audience. Over 20 handlers have this guy firmly in check, and this is sponsored by McAllen Public Utility Board.
That's right. They tamed this shark for us tonight. Oh my God, look at that. That looks super 3D cool.
If your little boy sees it, he's going to love it as much as I do.
Yeah, I think that Blake would probably want to be one of the handlers along with Roy Cantu on the other side. Some gorgeous ladies entering our stadium now, joining on the route. This is the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show cover girls.
Tori Burns is on board, and so is her royal court, including Leandra Flores and Celeste Ames. Dallas Goldhammer is also on board, and we're told she won most photogenic.
That's right, and Miss Congeniality, Dana Simperlick. So congratulations to our RGV Livestock Show ladies. That's the Dallas float coming up, Roy.
And it's sponsored tonight by Entravision. It features the Dallas skyline, which, by the way, took first place in USA Today Reader's Choice contest as the best international skyline, just nosing out Chicago.
That's right, and now one of tonight's big celebrities is on board. Eduardo Piolín Sotelo, star of the most popular Spanish syndicated show, El Show de Piolín.
Piolín has also provided voicing for the movies Ice Age and Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
He is the first Mexican to be inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame.
Piolín is joined by some of our Entravision friends, Perla Montemayor, weather for your Univision Noticias,
and Hannah McKenzie from Fox. Here comes the Edinburgh North High School Marching Band.
Now entering the Edinburgh North High School Marching Band.
Edinburgh North High School was a 2014 UIL 6A state marching band participant in November. The band has earned 24 consecutive Division I superior ratings and has also been a Region 15 large class honor band winner.
They've also won multiple championships in the Battle of the Marching Bands competition. 4 of the band members traveled to Argentina last May to perform with the school's mariachi, so super multi-talented. Let's hear them now.
Our next float entry was actually constructed about 30 enterprising students from Travis Middle School.
And who can miss the famous figures from our old arcade days? Not that we're old.
Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Centipede are all joining us tonight.
It brings back some good memories of me going down to the convenience store at the corner and playing Centipede, you know, the little rolly ball.
I spent a lot of quarters also, Roxanne. Pac-Man is 10 feet high and was created using a 10-foot beach ball and paper mache. Here comes a corral float sponsored by our friends at L&F Distributors, Budweiser. Now you might think our OK Corral float is about the famous gunfight that included Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday versus some bad hombres.
But not so fast. The L&F version uses a 10-foot corral and tall Texas boots to showcase some of our traditional Texas native landscapes. So thank you to L&F for helping us out with this amazing OK Corral float tonight.
And those ladies are the Budweiser girls.
I'm sure that they're your friends. Just say yes.
Look at this beautiful float coming up next, Roxanne.
And that is Benjamin's favorite, your little nephew. Those are our minions.
As you can tell, very popular with the kids. This type of ornament was originally designed and blown by glass makers in the 1800s.
That is the Linebarger, Gogan, Blair, and Sampson entry called Mellow Yellow. If the characters on the float look familiar, it's because of their newfound notoriety on the big screen. Yeah, they're little minions. They're cute.
These yellow critters are doing a balancing act on the float, which is 25 feet long and 14 feet high.
We think that they may be plotting to borrow a spaceship and steal the rings around Saturn, because these little guys, we know that they think big. Okay, look at those little cutie patootie little baby minions.
Coming up next is the Mission Veterans Memorial High School Band.
Yeah, they're a newbie to our parade lineup. The Patriot Marching Band from Mission is led by drum majors Ixta Obregon and Tomas Garcia.
They are under the direction of Alonso Martinez III. The band was awarded a superior rating at this year's Pigskin Jubilee Marching Contest.
The VMHS band, 126 strong, recently returned from competing at the area marching contest in Portland, Texas. So, play on, Patriots! There you go.
Christmas in the Jungle.
This next float, sponsored by Pepsi, features a young boy raised in the jungle by animals. All the props on this astounding float were created by the world-famous Kern Studios in New Orleans.
Our character has been on numerous parade routes around the nation. What a colorful float this is. Thank you to the Pepsi Company, and actually Christmas in the Jungle won for most beautiful trophy. They got the most beautiful entry for this amazing float. Thank you, Pepsi Company, for that entry. Are you thirsty? There's a little manzanita del sol if you want.
They're really good, Roxanne. Roxanne, it's been an incredible parade so far. We still have a lot more to see and do right here at the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall right after this break.
Right.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Yay! It's coming! Yay!
Thank you for joining us, and we're back. Here's everyone's favorite temperamental ogre. He dumped his swamp to join us for this holiday celebration here in South Texas, courtesy of Palenque Grill. Shrek stands a full 40 feet in height and is guided by 18 tough handlers to keep the ogre under control. Hey Shrek, say hi to Fiona for us.
And Roy, this next float is from the Texas Citrus Fiesta. The Citrus Fiesta has been held annually in Mission since 1932. It is now in its 79th year. The first parade had John H. Sherry as its king, of course, Mr. Sherry, now regarded as the father of the Texas citrus industry. The Parade of Oranges is a 2-week process featuring a citrus product fashion show, a royal ball, and the coronation of King Citrus and Queen Citriana. Welcome, Texas Citrus Fiesta.
Here comes a crowd favorite brought to us by Stripes, the Cat in the Hat. But it's the 50-foot version. Dr. Seuss' book character was created in 1957 when the debate was taking place about literacy for children. The Cat in the Hat became a favorite for the baby boomer generation. I wonder where his sidekicks are, Thing 1 and Thing 2. They're probably grabbing some of those striped Laredo Taco Company tacos.
Well, I want some of those tacos too, Roy. And now time to welcome the Green Machine Mighty Marching Band from PSJA Memorial High School. This 150-member unit is a 3-time Area G marching qualifier and 6-time Pigskin First Division qualifier. That band under the direction of Michael Murray. Welcome, Green Machine. On cue, they're ready. Here we have a Stone Age designed to raise awareness of the dangers of texting and driving, especially during the holidays. Our hero, the police officer, is attempting to stop Dino, the texter, from placing others and himself in danger.
Dino the texter ran over Lizzie the lizard and
that's
is
not
headed
good.
straight into the volcano.
In the spirit of the holidays, a prehistoric nativity scene is on the front of the volcano. Stay alive, don't text and drive. Here comes one of America's favorite furry red monsters. Of course, it's Elmo, Roy.
Elmo's all the kids' favorite right there. This parade version of Elmo stands 20 feet tall from head to toe.
As you recall, Elmo is the eternal child and optimist, and he is brought to us tonight by Kraft Heinz. We need to take some tips from him this holiday season because he's all about being merry. Elmo is brought to you courtesy of one of our big sponsors of the night, Kraft Heinz. Here comes Telemundo's La Voz Kids Float.
Here's the host of the show, Jorge Bernal, is a special guest riding on this float. Jorge is also the host of Suelta la Sopa.
That's right. Jorge is presented by Telemundo. Telemundo 40 is the first station in the Valley to receive the Station Excellence Lone Star Emmy Award, and La Voz Kids is a reality singing competition show for kids 7 to 15 years of age.
On the float, we see an exact replica of the judge's chair during the blind auditions. If the judge likes the participant's voice, they press the red button to swing their chair around.
That's right, and our City of McAllen crews had to figure out how to put that chair on board because it weighs a whopping 800 pounds.
Also on the float are Telemundo's 40s newscast talents, Hugo Magallanes, Tania Leal, Hector Zapata, and Mayra Galvan.
And continuing with our Telemundo coverage, really? Is any holiday ever complete without this little guy brought to us by Telemundo?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all the kids' favorite there, as you can hear the screams, the hero who saved Christmas with his shiny red nose.
Of course, that was like super way before Santa had GPS, and Rudolph was reassigned to flight training for the new deer recruits.
Tonight, however, Rudolph is back in all his splendor, soaring over the parade in full flight. Up next is our communications.
They are here courtesy of our communications, and you can see that Santa's elves are hard at work on this creation.
While Santa makes his list and checks it twice, the elves in the shop are busy preparing all the gifts for all those.
More nice. That's like a little poem, I feel like.
I think so.
Is that our idea public schools coming our way?
Yes, I think so.
Who's right behind us right now? Who is that?
Those were balloons. They're really
That's
hot.
our Santa's Workshop and our Idea Kids.
Idea Public Schools is a top-ranked charter school network based right here in the Rio Grande Valley, serving 24,000 students in grades pre-K through 12. For 9 years, 100% of Idea graduates have been accepted to college. Representing Idea today are members of its Millionaires Club.
The 1st through 5th graders that you see on board and around the float have all read at least 1 million words this year, and they scored an 85% or higher on proficiency tests, so they got to be in the parade as one of their incentives.
That's awesome. Coming up next, playing some holiday tunes for us, the Heart of the Pack has grown to become a superior program in South Texas. The Juarez Lincoln Band of La Jolla is comprised of more than 100 members, has earned the UAL Sweepstakes Award in both marching and concert and sight reading contests.
The band is a proud participant of the La Jolla Annual Christmas Parade, the Mission Citrus Parade, and the Hidalgo Border Fest Parade, as well as the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall.
In addition, in 2010, the band had the opportunity to travel to Disney in Florida, where they performed a concert in downtown Disney.
Thank you for joining us. Juarez Lincoln.
Our next float is brought to us tonight by the McAllen Chamber of Commerce. This reminds us about the reason for the season.
It is a beautiful reenactment of the biblical story of Mary and Joseph's search for shelter in Bethlehem on the original Christmas Eve. Look at the baby. Roy, hurry.
Oh, I love
little
that.
angels.
Yesterday, a Posada procession was held in front of an appreciative crowd at the McAllen Municipal Park.
Yeah, and we want everybody to head over to McAllen Municipal Park right after this because it's going to be amazing. Okay, here comes Aaron's favorite.
This next float is sponsored by our friends over at Far Family Pharmacy and portrays a galaxy far, far away. We all know those famous robots.
Look at Erin. She's literally running to this float because she wants to go get a shot of the Death Star and C-3PO and R2-D2.
The float itself is 25 feet long, and it took 2 weeks of work just to paint the Death Star on the back. Thank you again to the good folks at the Far Family Pharmacy for sponsoring.
And we would like you to stay with us. We will be right back right after this.
Merry Texas Christmas, you all. Merry Texas Christmas, you all. May your days be sunny and bright. May your hearts be happy and light. Merry Texas Christmas, you all. Merry Texas Christmas, you all.
Christmas has always been bigger in Texas, and no store is a bigger part of Christmas in Texas than H-E-B.
Hi, Prince Royce. This holiday season, all I want to do is give my family lots of presents since they deserve it all. Relax, Bea, it's easy. Switch over to Sprint and save 50% on most AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile rates, so you can give more presents to the ones you love.
All of McAllen ISD's high schools are nationally recognized. Achieve Early College High has won a Blue Ribbon Award, one of just 6 high schools in the state to earn this from the U.S. Department of Education. In the best high schools listing, Lamar Academy is ranked 9th in the USA. Achieve earned a bronze. 4 of our schools are among America's most challenging. Our students work hard to make it happen. Expert staff guides the way. In McAllen ISD, students can earn college credit hours, professional certificates and licenses, even a college associate's degree. Come join us.
Thanks so much for staying with McAllen Cable Network. And now look who's coming down the parade route. It is none other than our gingerbread friend, and it sure is a sweet sight. The freshly baked creation runs 30 feet high and requires 16 handlers.
Our sweet gingerbread is brought to you by our friends at Rio Grande Regional Hospital. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And now we're about 65 entries in. Here we have the Blue Christmas, sponsored by Navy Army Federal Credit Union. This float is a cross between the White Christmas made popular by Bing Crosby and Blue Suede Shoes sung by Elvis Presley. Everyone knows those little blue guys that are on board, Roy.
A little known fact is that they were actually green when they lived in Ireland, their home of ancestry. But that all changed when making the tough ocean voyage over on the Mayflower. Navy Army Community Credit Union was founded in 1955 and has grown to become one of the largest credit unions in South Texas, with over 140,000 members and counting. Their mission: to meet the financial needs and goals of their members. Membership to Navy Army is open to the community. You don't have to be in the Navy or the Army to be a member.
And up next
is the
there's our Channel 5 folks.
Our next float showcases SAP, or secondary audio program, that is offered by KRGB Channel 5. The 3-level float is a host to 4 very familiar faces, 4 of the anchors at Channel 5, plus 2 translators that work on SAP.
Right off the bat, I see Carrie Zayas, and that's Dina Herrera Garza. And there's their SAP translators. They're really making that a big deal. Oh,
there's Dina Herrera.
Right? And the sports guy.
Is that Leti Garza?
Leti! I love her. Maybe if you wave the famous 5 is number 1, you might catch yourself on Channel 5 News tonight, because they're actually filming. They have a crew on board filming their anchors, so super cool. Next up, we have the Entrevision Noticias Univision 48 ornament balloons.
This would be a great addition to my Christmas tree, Roxanne.
These beautiful decorations are a perfect way to show the simplicity and the beauty of the Christmas spirit during this season. And you probably have some ornaments that size at your house, because everybody knows your house and the lights for Christmas.
We put up a lot of lights. Look who's coming up next. This Jackson Parent Teacher Organization put together this Raceway float. The students on the float represent the top sellers in this year's PTO fundraiser, so it pays to sell, because now they're superstars for the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. They want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
That's a nice little incentive to be able to be in the parade because you did something good like that. Are they in the cars? I thought she was sitting in the car.
No. But their float is very nice.
Yes, it is. Andrew Jackson Elementary, and they actually constructed their own floats. There were several McAllen ISD entries, and they were working Saturdays, they were working after school, and the teachers actually donated a lot of the supplies. Next up, we have the Sherryland Pioneer High School Band, the Dynamic Diamondback Band.
They're looking sharp.
They have a long trek down bicentennial. It is really overwhelming how many people are in the stadium and along the parade route to catch all of our entries tonight. This is considered the single largest one-day event to draw so many people.
I understand there's thousands of people along the parade route.
That's right. And next up, we have Fossa Middle School, some gorgeous storybook characters aboard our next lighted float. Alicia Cuellar, our beauty. Jonas Ortiz is the beast, only because he's dressed up as one. And Natalie Mora, Riley Rowland, Zadriana Elizondo, and Andrea Ramirez, all completing the fairy tale there. Oh, look at her. She's a beauty.
Parents, students, and staff put in more than 30 hours to construct this amazing float.
And again, giving up weekends and working after school to make this happen. So super cool having our little teacup. There's the clock.
And you can see the detail in the float, so you know that took some time.
I know. Look at the stairs. Like, they're lit up. There's a little teacup.
Roxanne, we're having a great time here at the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall.
That's right, and we will be right back. Stay with us.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Yay! It's coming! Yeah!
Thank you so much for staying with the McAllen Cable Network as we continue our coverage of the second annual McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall.
Roxanne, it's been an incredible parade so far, and we still have a few more entries to go.
That's right. We're a little bit more than halfway through.
As you can see, there's Half and Associates. That large candy cane.
That's right, sponsored by Half and Associates joining us tonight. Who wouldn't want a huge candy cane like that? I'd be okay with that. Might be a little bit of a sugar rush, but it is a surefire, yummy Christmas favorite.
Now enters the Stripes Laredo Taco Company Stripes Float.
Next up, our Stripes Laredo Taco Company float, and they came in at the last minute. They decided they were going to make their own float.
Stripes is proud to join the McAllen Holiday Parade for the first time and is honored to present their delicious and jolly float. The Stripes float features delicious holiday candy and an incredible 9-foot Stripes fountain drink ready to quench your biggest thirst.
Stripes joins us today to celebrate as an official sponsor of the McAllen Holiday Parade.
Now entering McAllen International Airport Santa Tracker.
This float will enable the McAllen International Airport to accurately predict the location of St. Nick's as he makes his incredible journey, spreading joy and goodwill around the world.
With Santa's arrival fast approaching, this current model has a wingspan of 117 inches and it flies faster than ever.
The Santa Tracker will alert airport officials when the man himself gets around to landing in South Texas.
Thank you to McAllen Miller International Airport for sponsoring Old St. Nick on that Santa Tracker.
Roxanne, here are our friends, the RGV Fire Department Honor Guard. The RGV Honor Guard is made up of 8 city fire departments, including McAllen, Mission, Edinburgh, Farr, Hidalgo, Weslaco, Harlingen, and Brownsville. With over 40 members, the group forms a strike team to perform various functions.
And now, McAllen Public Utility Board with this upcoming float that pays homage to the adorable dolphin that survived with a prosthetic tail.
He was rescued by a young boy and was able to swim again and flourish. The float is sponsored by the McAllen Public Utility.
The Board of Trustees was created in 1945 to oversee all aspects of water and sewer for the city of McAllen, and now we have our gingerbread balloon by Meldon and Hunt. Just like his companion, this treat is sure to hit the spot. Thank you to Meldon and Hunt for bringing us this giant gingerbread. Look at the balloon handlers. Amazing, and they're young kids volunteering their time. They were training last night. It's a feat.
Entering the McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium.
That's a big gingerbread.
I'm a little hungry, so I'd be okay with that.
Here's the monitor, and just where do candy canes come from? Well, this Candy Cane Village, of course. Unwrap the magic and spirit of Christmas with this beautiful float from the monitor, your leading information source for the news and sports in the Valley. The monitor is currently live streaming the parade in cooperation with the city of McAllen, so grab your phone, text your friends and family, and tell them to watch it live at themonitor.com.
Yeah, and again, this candy cane house would give us quite a sugar rush. But I'm okay. I would have some. Oh my, Roy, look at down the route. How beautiful that looks. Our giant nutcracker brought to us by Spa Glass.
The Nutcracker Balloon brought to you by Spa Glass.
Always a holiday favorite, the Nutcracker Balloon stands at attention to announce the beginning of the holiday season. Thank you to his sponsor, Spa Glass. He stands tall and he marches through the streets in his signature red and yellow uniform. At 52 feet tall, we'd be nuts not to follow his commands. If you look super, super closely, you actually might notice that his beard and hair actually blow in the wind, Roy.
That is sure a sight to see. It's just as tall as the stadium right now.
Oh my goodness. You know, you have to give it up for the balloon handlers because that's interesting. Here comes Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic Church.
Coming up is the Puppy Wonderland float, decorated by Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School cheerleaders. The float features characters from the popular movie About 101 Spotted Puppies. OLS cheerleaders are the cast on this float, and they are sponsored by Mrs. Bonnie Harms, who just happens to make a great Cruella de Vil.
Oh, we have a Cruella de Vil on board, and of course, the little cheerleaders are little baby Dalmatians.
Our Lady of Sorrows cheerleaders want to thank their parents for their support in making this beautiful float.
They look so sweet in their little spotted outfits and their little tutus. And now entering the stadium, the La Jolla High School Marching Band.
The Coyote Band is a 4-time Texas State Marching Band qualifier. This past year, they received their 17th consecutive Division I rating at the annual Pigskin Jubilee. Alongside the band is the La Jolla High School Jewelettes. This year, they are celebrating their 30th anniversary.
When they entered the stadium, there was a roar in the crowd, like La Jolla supports their high schools to no end. Here's Our Lady of Sorrows making the turn there, and now here come the Jewelettes. The Coyote Band, of course, a 4-time Texas State Marching Band qualifier, getting ready to play their fight song that everybody knows, Jalisco. There comes the Palm Fest float. The annual Palm Fest float celebrates international folklore at its finest. The event includes historical displays, shopping, art, family games, rides, and kids' activities, cooking demonstrations, and live entertainment.
Over 40,000 people enjoy Palm Fest each year inside the McAllen Convention Center and all around the grounds in the Oval Park and Reflecting Pond every October.
I like this music. It reminds me of being high school. Of course, we were at Mission High School, and now we're in the great city of McAllen working together. Doesn't it remind you of like Friday Night Lights?
It sure does.
I don't think I realized up until this year how many people go to Palm Fest. Like 40,000 people over the 2-day
It is
weekend.
a great 2-day event. They have a lot of attendance, but they have a lot of different things going on for the entire family.
Oh
no, she didn't walk in here like that.
Aaron, are you crying yet?
Well,
do you see who's entering the stage?
The belle of the ball, the fabulous Miss Piggy of Muppet fame. She's a biggie at 60 feet, but that's pretty small, petite. True to form,
60 feet.
Miss Piggy is one of the 2 biggest balloons we will see tonight. Of course, she is sitting on her Kermit print pillow. The full-figured lady requires a minimum of 20 balloon handlers.
And she looks so chic with her little pearl necklace, doesn't she? Oh my God, look at that. That is awesome. Like she's literally sitting on her Kermit the Frog pillow.
We understand that there was a breakup of seismic proportions recently, so Miss Piggy is on the hunt for a new boyfriend. I saw her little Adele video, you know, that she did.
Right.
It was incredible.
Here comes the Leon Middle School with Edward's Bedtime Story. An awesome collaboration between teachers and students to make this float. 40 to 50 students helped, even on Saturdays, to construct this one.
They use mostly recycled materials for their float. In fact, the hand you see there is made from old trifolds used in student science projects.
That's super cool.
Many teachers donated supplies for this float. Thank you, the Leon Middle School, for all your hard work.
That's awesome. Like you use the trifolds from your old science projects, and then you create something amazing like that.
The award-winning Weslaco Wildcats Regiment has won numerous awards since their establishment in 2002. They're a 6-time area marching contest top 10 finalists. They've picked up UIL sweepstakes awards and have performed at Minute Maid Park for the Houston Astros and at even Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom.
Way to go, Wildcat Band, and thank you for joining us for the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. Look at the tubas. They're all lit up. They've got garland, like super cool. And here comes our Hooray for Hollywood from McAllen Memorial High School. It is time to say hooray for Mustang Wood. That project spearheaded by the Student Council, the Theater Arts Department, and the Memorial High School cheerleaders.
The float is a red carpet theme leading up to 3 platforms into Hollywood Hills.
The Stang celebrities on the float include Mustang Stan and Mustang Sally. They're Stang celebrities. That's so cute. Thank you to McAllen ISD for being a big sponsor tonight. So many kids, so many teachers that put in a lot of hard work to be with us tonight.
Here's it's hard to miss this 45-foot high leg kicking panda as it comes down the street. Poe always has that mischievous twinkle in his eye, even as he glides through the air with a roundhouse kick, courtesy of the McAllen Chamber of Commerce.
He's literally doing a roundhouse kick.
That is awesome.
Rising from humble beginnings in his father's noodle shop, the Kung Fu Panda has reached all new heights, and we're looking forward to his brand new adventure coming out in January of 2016.
And of course, here's the McAllen International Bridge System, Buddy and the Holiday Panda. The float is brought to you by the McAllen International Bridge System. Shows us it's possible to make a change if you put it in your mind. The Panda float has Rigo Villarreal, Gina Villarreal, Carlette Villarreal, and Mia Villarreal. Rigo wanted me to let you know that you're welcome to use one of the bridges here at the McAllen International Bridge System, both in Hidalgo and Asalduas, at your pleasure.
That's right. And speaking of travel, here comes our RGV Metro Connect entry.
Next we have a float sponsored by the Metro Connect.
This float is sponsored by RGV Metro Connect to encourage people to go green and ride the Metro.
Plus, you save lots of money in the process, Rocks. Routes are convenient and cover the entire city of McAllen.
Right, and the entire Rio Grande Valley for RGV Metro Connect. And that's the Nicky Rowe Quarterback Club right there with their marvelous Christmas entry. They'd like to wish everyone a marvelous holiday season. The festive float was created by members of the Nicky Rowe Quarterback Club, a group of spirited football parents that work hard to support their warrior heroes on and off the field. Another one of our Christmas ornament balloons. Ah,
this is
Robert
Kistner.
You're right, it's the blue one. It's a tribute to the gorgeous ornaments that adorn our Christmas trees and make Santa smile a little each year as he travels down the chimney. So thank you to Robert Kistner for brightening up our holidays with this gorgeous ornament balloon. Another one of our Rio Grande Valley High School bands joining us now.
Here comes the Edinburgh Economies High School.
As you can see, that's the Edinburgh Economies High School Marching Band. The Jaguar Band is an award-winning band from Edinburgh. They have competed in multiple competitions throughout the United States, plus concert band festivals. The band has grown from 60 to 160 members since its inception.
So welcome to the Economies Jaguar Band. We want to remind everybody that's following us tonight and part of the parade route or the Enrique Iglesias concert or maybe Christmas in the Park to hashtag us. Navidad in McAllen.
Or hashtag MHP 2015.
Right.
And we will share it with the entire community.
That's right. You want to see yourself? Share it with us.
Here's NASA, brought to you by the McAllen Economic Development Corporation and Index Reynosa. Bring us this amazing tribute to hardworking, industrious people who work for NASA in Houston and elsewhere. This float recognizes the valuable contributions they have made to our nation over the decades. This is another out-of-the-world float.
Yep. Thank you to McAllen EDC and Index Reynosa for that entry. Here's our IBC Bank Dr. Seuss float, brought to you by IBC Bank. IBC Bank realizes that people make Texas the great state that it is. That's why their bank believes in personal relationships and giving back to the people that it serves. So from
business loans and checking accounts to home loans, look to IBC for exceptional service. And in the spirit of the season, IBC Bank and all their employees would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
The Seuss float brought to you by IBC Bank.
Look at the little goldfish coming out of the bowl. Oh my gosh, look, thing 1 and thing 2.
Oh my God.
So much detail went into all of these floats, and we know the prop master behind all of it, Mr. Marcelo Langoni.
Who did an incredible job.
Yes,
He's probably taking a nap right now.
Yeah, I think he's probably needs to sleep after all the long hours.
Look who's there, Roxanne. Papa Smurf.
That's right.
Make way for the patriarch of the Smurfs, the one and only Papa Smurf. He's easy to spot in a crowd with his signature white beard, red hat, and pants. But it's especially true tonight because Papa Smurf stands about 50 feet tall.
Wow.
Thanks to Tres Lagos for bringing us this memorable character, Rhodes Enterprises Incorporated approaches the Rio Grande Valley's real estate market needs with a clear vision.
Their goal is to serve current real estate market needs while planning for the future. Thank you, Rhodes Enterprises.
Now entering is the upcoming float Mirror Mirror with Snow White on board.
The upcoming float is entitled Mirror Mirror and was designed by the Boys and Girls Club of McAllen. As proof that everyone lives happily ever after during the holidays, we have a princess and her 7 friends on board. I don't know who they are, but the dwarves.
Little dwarves.
We thank the McAllen Boys and Girls Club for their efforts and everything they do in our community, working with over 11,000 local children to provide structured and meaningful after-school programs, summer camps, and youth sports leagues.
That's right. And our McAllen Boys and Girls Club also has a Tamale Fest presented by HEB going on right next to our McAllen Municipal Park.
Up next is the mighty Hidalgo Pirate Band, is a 2-time UIL State Championship and has won 19 Bands of America class championships.
They've certainly racked up the awards. The Hidalgo Music Program is a national semifinalist Grammy school and has been named a Best Communities for Music Education 8 years in a row.
Each year, the Pirate Band has over 70 performances and has recently traveled to Florida and Indiana. Let's listen to him, Roxanne.
Tubas are changing colors. That's awesome. And once you see it down the parade route on Bicentennial, it's just amazing.
This next float is the education float brought to you by McAllen Independent School District.
Our next one is from McAllen ISD. An incredible stat for you. All of McAllen ISD schools are recognized nationally, so they are doing some amazing work here in the city of McAllen.
On board, we have the McAllen ISD Technology Teachers of the Year, Jennifer Rodriguez and Mia Tejerina. Joining them is Dr. Rosalba de Hoyos as principal of Achieve Early College High School. She recently received a national award for outstanding leadership, one of only 7 principals in the country to earn that award. And of course, we have some outstanding McAllen students riding on the float as well. By the way, this was originally a float for the McAllen School Board. They gave up their spots so that more students and teachers could be recognized for everything they do.
Yeah, and they're going to be live tweeting MHP 2015 all the way down the parade route, so super cool.
Coming up next is a 40-foot Dr. Seuss character we all know and love. It's the Lorax.
Our little environmental guy.
The Lorax is an early environmentalist, much like his sponsor, the McAllen Public Works Department.
That's right. The City of McAllen Public Works Department wants you to celebrate this holiday recycling all the way. Simple, and it works.
Place plastic bottles and jugs, paper, metal cans, aluminum. Oh, up next, our
CBS 4 News crew is coming up next. They're another big sponsor for the holiday parade with some familiar faces on board.
Weekday anchor Eddie Flores and morning anchor Nicole Hickel. Weather reporter Nora Salinas and the CBS 4 News team are riding the Pinnacle Award float.
Yeah, and I think Nestor Mata is on there too. One of their reporters. Yep, he sure is. He was having a good old time during the Enrique Iglesias concert. It is perfect weather for this tonight, and we want to stress that right there on board that float is a replica of the Pinnacle Award won by the city of McAllen for our outstanding presentation of the inaugural McAllen Holiday Parade. It was the first year we did it, and we won Best New Event in the World. And now, capping off our awesome night, here comes the big guy himself, the final float of the evening, and on it, the master of toys himself, the intruder of chimneys worldwide. Yep, it is Santa Claus.
This float has been sponsored by La Plaza Mall and was handcrafted by our amazing City of McAllen crews. They stripped down and extended an F-250 truck. Working like elves themselves, the city workers delivered this float to La Plaza Mall in a mere 10 days.
Yeah, and Santa's sleigh has been upgraded with GPS, we're told, and a guidance system that will trim down on his delivery time this year. So that means he's going to have extra time to enjoy all the hot chocolate and cookies that the kiddos are leaving out for him. On that float was also students from Missy's modeling studio. We want to make sure that you shop La Plaza Mall for all your holiday needs.
Santa's team of 9 reindeer was also carefully crafted to ensure a safe trip from the North Pole. Thank you, Santa Claus, for joining us tonight for our second annual spectacular McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. La Plaza Mall is the presenting sponsor of the McAllen Holiday Parade for a second year in a row. They are in the midst of a holiday shopping season and are preparing for an exciting expansion that will add 50 to 60 stores and 4 restaurants. The project is slated to open in the fall of 2017. I've seen the plans. It is beautiful.
That's no fair. You got a sneak peek. That's
I sure
super
did.
Cool.
And they say it looks even nicer when they construct it. You know we like to shop, Roxanne.
I mean, I'm okay with it. You know, it's the shopping season. It's the holiday season. Let's go to La Plaza Mall.
Roxanne, I cannot wait till it ends to hear the stories from all the kids on the parade route. The thousands that saw it here, but the ones on the parade, you get to see these floats for the first time. They're illuminated. It's the largest illuminated parade in Texas. And some of the most incredible craftsmanship on these floats. I am just overwhelmed
I know.
From the City of McAllen departments that work to construct these.
That's right, and so we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight for a brand new holiday tradition in the City of McAllen. We're told that, again, more than 200,000 people joined us for this signature holiday event, a new tradition in South Texas. And thousands more joined us online. I think it's snowing.
It's snowing.
Santa brought the snow.
Snow.
We want to thank all the families that joined us on the parade route, and we certainly hope you enjoy the largest holiday illuminated parade in the Lone Star State.
Well, let me tell you, I still can't believe I saw Enrique Iglesias.
Right?
We saw the giant Miss Piggy, Isai Morales, all in the same night.
That's right. We saw
here
Guillermo,
in McAllen, Texas.
Laura Morano. We had Olivia Holt. We had Jorge Bernal and David Cepeda. Everybody was swooning over him.
Of course, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors who supported the parade and the concert, including Kraft Heinz, H-E-B, Bird Ogden, L&F Distributors, and of course our presenting sponsors, La Plaza Mall. We can't do this kind of event without community support and corporate support. These people really came through.
That's right, and we want to remind you that the fun doesn't stop just because the parade is over. You can join us right across the street over at McAllen Municipal Park. They're going to have live entertainment. They have tamales. We're told that Costello is going to be performing there.
And Tren is performing tonight.
Right.
And they also had some of the best tasting tamales from different vendors. So you can try out some of your favorites, but yeah, try some new ones.
I'm a little hungry, actually. And also, we'd like to take time to thank our entire MCN crew, all of our freelance guys that helped us out. Thank you for all your hard work.
It's been an amazing journey. Months of work has gone into this night by so many at the City of McAllen, including our city administration, to our elected officials, from the mayor, city commissioners. I can't tell you, community boards. People have been working on this event for 12 months already. So starting on Monday, we start back square one for next year, which is going to be interesting.
Can you give me like till Tuesday, Roy?
No, they actually are already working on the theme that they shared, and I was like, that's pretty good. It's going to be good.
That's right, because so this year it was Movies on Parade. What will it be for 2016? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. On behalf of the city of McAllen, we would love to wish you a happy holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year for the city of McAllen. I'm Roxanne Lerma.
And I'm Roy Cantu for the city of McAllen. Of course, we hope you enjoyed this entire show, and of course we'll be airing it on the McAllen Cable Network for the next few weeks until we reach our great day of Christmas. So thank you for enjoying the spectacle and the glamour of the second annual McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night, folks.
Have a great night.